What's good, everybody? It's Mr. Composition, the MC that writes fiction, back at it with another reaction. We actually got a new group, a new artist, a new challenger has arisen. This is aespa Armageddon. So I haven't heard of this group. I just did some quick research. It looks like they're from South Korea, four woman group. So I looked at some of the steals and I was just like, oh, this is dope. I don't know if this is gonna be like a constant thing. I'm not like purposely trying to like get these almost like K-pop groups or different things like this. This just happened to pop up. I've been reacting to, a lot of XG. Before that, it was Blackpink. And so these women are just doing some amazing things. So let's see if they are part of this faction of dope women. Let's check this out. This came out on the 23rd. Like a horror movie or something. Armageddon.
Shoo.
So it's four women. So I gotta find out who
Shoo. Watch, I'm a Paperback, 짙은 너도 미마가 설땐 한 걸음 앞으로 날아든 it's best 사라진 feedback 시작된 call black, 힙합과 혼란스러운 밤 악몽은 또 짙게 번져가 난 걸 숨기려고 해 I got it 혼돈을 타고 덮쳐 killing like bang chitty bang bang chitty bang bang cause I wanna see truly bang chitty bang bang chitty bang bang.
So for what I like so far, I really like the for one, the beat. I do like their voices. It looks like it's dual language, which I always thought was interesting. The one thing that I would say, compared to like the Blackpink or compared to like the XG, is that from those groups, even though their native and maybe their biggest fan base might not be American, and not saying that they don't have music in their native language or different things like that, but from the majority of music that I heard from them, it was in English. As far as the single release, like being released on everything, it was fully in English. So I saw the numbers from this, and so they got a big fan base. I just think that it's very interesting that because they're not the only group that I've seen do this or that I've reacted to where I had to have subtitles, and sometimes even the subtitles don't actually get everything. So then I have like the fans that understand what's being said, the translators. So if y'all know on the parts where they're not speaking in English, what it is that they're saying, definitely let me know in the comments. And again, it's not to take away from this. I just it as me being a words person, if you look through my reaction, I by default I go to that. So with this video, I'm more so catching the stuff that was in English. So the Chitty Chitty Bay, I thought that was interesting, especially considering the Bad Boys 4 is coming out. And so that little reference, and they wasn't the first to do that, but instantly when I thought of that, or when they said that, I instantly went to that. So I thought that was very interesting. It would be cool if they was like in the soundtrack or something like that, because this song, so far from what I'm hearing and seeing, sounds like, it can fit. I can see a random chase scene or something like that in this song playing, but it's good so far. I'm not saying that it's bad. Oh, that's I like the melody. I was recently I was recently watching this video and it was like 20 minutes of Drake just like, but before we get into that, this video is sponsored by me. Hey, if you want to dive into new music, I have a catalog. Catalog. Yeah. These are not singles, these are albums. But more recently this year, I did release an album called Tame Chaos. So you can listen, stream, download, purchase all of that in the link in the description. And just, check it out because I want to see if people are actually seeing this and going to the site. So, anyways, guys, taking lines bar for bar from other artists. And the person that was like reacting to it was pretty much just all like, it's natural that, a songwriter or artist, when they hear something, they may be like, yo, that melody works. That melody is something that people like vibe with. But you don't say like the same lyrics. You do like the melody, but you don't do the same lyrics. And it made me think of this because like the melody from like the chorus that the way you went, like I like catching those like to me is a dope thing because I'm just saw like, oh, okay, that right there is like what gets stuck in your head, So what you say within that particular time can be, anything. And for me, I like to, even though I'm not a commercial artist and I don't do songs that are like kind of I would say almost like materialistic, you know what I mean? I'm more so a life, things that are going around that affect people, what I notice on social media. So I look for different ways to convey that message. And one of the things that, I think about is those melodies and not necessarily the instrumental or the beat melody. It's more so the melody that they use. So if, for example, like if we play it back, that way up. So it could be if I wanted to change it into something that, with that same melody, but something different, I guess that would be more so, a subject matter that would kind of be more tailor made to me if I were to customize that melody so that the way up. So it could be something like, for me, it could be like, when I'm feeling focused, I be way up where like, when I be focused to do my way, my way, just something to where it's like the melody that way, but I can change it. So I just wanted to point out that melody. That's cool. That freaking painted the variations or whatever.
또 다른 날 우리 만나지 마 We never play nice 완벽한 플랜은 똑같아서 3 to get ready 우리 shoot and go 겁 없이 누벼 날 이끄는 way Bang, bang, chitty, bang, bang Yes, I'm gonna see 뻔해 Bang, chitty, bang, bang, chitty, bang, bang 답이 들려와 I'ma get
when I see videos like this, I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes I be feeling like super discouraged. I be like, yo, how can I compete? Like, catch y'all's attention when they got fire ass visuals like this. Like even when I was thinking, like the first song that I heard from XG was the Woke Up, and I saw that video and I'm like, yo, this is so ridiculously amazing. Like when you're flying through the stratosphere coming to the earth in an astronaut suit, I'm like, yo, I'm done. What can I do? But it's so inspirational. You know, I'm just all like, yo, the visuals from this are crazy. Their voices are amazing. If you're a fan of them and they have some English, like full-fledged English song, please let me know. I would love to react to a song where they're, you know, speaking in English. I know they can because they're saying some words in English, but that would be great. But this video, the effects are so crazy.
Done.
Dang. That was fire. That was fire. That was so dope. And you know, like I said, this could wow, like it could be in a movie soundtrack, the different things like that. Their voices are amazing. The four, you know, woman group, that's super dope. Like my thing that I've noticed just in a lot of whether it been Blackpink, whether it was XG, and something that I noticed with them, yo, I'm so glad that they're like they're pretty much covered up. With none of these women have I seen any cleavage, you know, which is so refreshing. It's almost like I think that that's what's so crazy about it sometimes is the fact that and again, you know, not that there are not those artists here in the West. There definitely are. But what I've seen as almost like the standard and push versus the standard and push here in the West as far as how the women are presented, it is like night and day, you know, and it's just very, very interesting when I think about like what it is that they're doing and being able to deliver dope music. And then again, not to take away anything from like a Megan Thee Stallion or something like that. But when I think about a dominant rap female, you know, or singer, you know, whatever, even like the card, like there's so much sexualization that it's just all like, how do we get to even listening to the music? You know, when I hear theirs or artists like that, you know, where that isn't the focal point like at all, they still look good, you know. I gotta be careful because it'd be like, you know, they're out here like super freaking young. So I'm not, you know, saying that to be a creep or nothing like that. I don't know their ages. But I'm not saying in a sexual way. But it's just presented completely different. And it's like you can dive into their music. It's good. You got the different trends. Like even right now, the when you know that like that is stuck in my head. That you know, like that part, I'm just all like, man, you know, and so it it allows for me to be able to take a look at the different things. Like this was just the first watch, but just everything that I was able to catch, the different symbology, whether they had the little, you know, crystal eye patch or different things like that, or, you know, this minimal space type of thing where they're almost like in this garage or something like that. I noticed, you know, those particular type of things. There's this almost like goddess of like appearance, you know, in some cases where I'm not sure if that's the represent a certain deity, you know, that may be in their culture, you know. So there's a lot of different elements. They're like the futuristic element, you know, like the different sci-fi, like it almost gave me like Fifth Element feels, you know, type of thing. But this was dope. This was actually really, really dope. If you're their fans, then let me know if they have a song that is in English that you want me to check out. Definitely let me know. But this was a dope video. Like video wise, song wise, as far as their voices sound amazing. Again, I couldn't really get too much into the lyric side of things for the fact of, you know, it wasn't in English. So let me know like kind of what they were talking about in the comment section. But yeah, it's Miss Composition, the MC that writes fiction. Make sure to leave like, subscribe, notification bells on so you don't miss when I drop a new video on the road to 5K. Make sure to check out the description for my music, books, comics, and more. All right, y'all. Peace.